Good start, Kenny. Come on. Fuck! Fuck! No! No! No!
HEP Extra Suzuki's Ken Roczen fought through adversity at the Indianapolis Supercross on March 8, 2025, finishing 7th in the 450SX main event despite battling illness throughout the week. While his physical condition was far from ideal, Roczen showcased his resilience by setting the fastest qualifying time, proving once again why he remains one of the sport's elite competitors. Unfortunately, his health struggles caught up with him during the main event. Despite his strong start, he couldn't maintain the intensity required to contend for the podium. Reflecting on his performance, Roczen acknowledged the setback but remained steadfast in his commitment to improvement. He emphasized that aside from Tampa, this was his only disappointing result of the season, and he is determined to eliminate such nights moving forward. Roczen shared his thoughts on social media, stating, "Not the weekend we wanted. I was sick all week and had nothing in the tank on Saturday. The day went pretty good as I was an unexpected P1 in quali, but the races were no bueno. But, as Larry likes to say, we keep our nose to the grindstone. Taking Tampa away, this has been my first bad result, and I am working on eliminating that. We will be back in a couple of weeks at full health and continue our journey." Beyond the illness, Roczen's night was further complicated by an unavoidable crash in the first turn. Despite having top-tier speed all day, this misfortune, paired with his physical condition, made it nearly impossible to salvage a stronger result. With the championship now slipping further from his grasp, sitting nearly 30 points behind the leader, Roczen faces an uphill battle. Given his consistency and flashes of brilliance this season, one can only wonder where he'd be in the standings if not for the setbacks in Tampa and Indianapolis. It's a frustrating scenario for a rider who has at times been as fast, if not faster, than Webb in 2025. Ferrandis continues to battle through the 2025 AMA Supercross season while managing a lingering shoulder injury. In Indianapolis, the French rider displayed clear signs of improvement, appearing more aggressive and confident in practice sessions, a reflection of his decreasing pain levels and return to proper training. In the main event, Ferrandis demonstrated strong early pace, holding a top 5 position for much of the race. However, fatigue ultimately caught up with him, preventing a stronger finish. "I just didn't have any energy left," he admitted in an interview with Lewis Phillips. "I was able to keep up with the pace of the leaders until halfway through, but then it was over." While Ferrandis continues to push through his physical limitations, speculation arose regarding his potential role as a fill-in rider for Honda's factory team, considering their recent injuries. However, any hope of securing a full-time HRC ride was quickly dashed. "No, that won't happen," Ferrandis confirmed. Honda has already ruled out signing him, though they have offered assistance in the form of factory components to improve his current bike's performance. Though not an official factory ride, these upgraded parts could be a crucial advantage for Ferrandis as he seeks to close the gap to the top-tier riders. He also noted his admiration for Honda's dominance at high-altitude tracks, stating, "Last year, they won every high-altitude race. The bikes are brutally strong in these conditions. I have no idea whether it's the mapping, the gearing, or something else, but if I could get a little bit of that, that would be a huge step for me." Ferrandis remains a privateer for now, but with improved fitness and technical upgrades, he could still pose a threat in upcoming races. The question remains, can he prove himself worthy of a factory ride in the near future, or will Honda eventually reconsider their stance on adding him to their lineup? Supercross thrives on the passion of its riders, teams, and most importantly, the fans who dedicate hours of their time just to meet their heroes. However, when those moments fall short, it can leave a lasting impact. One such case involved a young fan, Jackson, who eagerly waited 5 hours for a chance to meet Hayden Deegan. Unfortunately, when the moment finally arrived, Deegan failed to acknowledge him, even with a simple glance or greeting. Meanwhile, other Yamaha riders like Aaron Plessinger, Chase Sexton, and Ken Roczen took time to interact with their fans, making each encounter meaningful. It's understandable that riders have packed schedules, media obligations, and the pressure of competition weighing on them. However, it's important to recognize that fans are the lifeblood of Supercross. Without their unwavering support, the sport wouldn't be where it is today. A small gesture, a smile, a fist bump, or a quick conversation can turn an otherwise ordinary experience into an unforgettable memory. This isn't about calling out Deegan specifically, but rather opening a broader conversation about the importance of fan engagement. Should riders be more mindful of how they interact with their supporters? Could event organizers implement better structures to ensure quality interactions? As Supercross continues to grow, so should the relationship between riders and the fans who elevate them to stardom. Cody James, who accompanied Jackson to the event, shared his perspective on social media. Asterisk, when we asked Jackson what rider he wanted to see most, he answered, Danger Boy Deegan. So, we made that happen for him. Cody stood in line for 5 hours for this moment for Jax. I'm not exaggerating, 5 hours. To be clear, Hayden was not signing for 5 hours straight. He was only out for 25 minutes. So, there were many people who waited hours and didn't even get a chance at an autograph. For 25 minutes of his time, there is no reason not to look at the fans that made it to his table. For Jackson to walk up to Hayden and not even be acknowledged, not even a hi, not even a glance his way. For everything Jackson thought Hayden was in his head to suddenly be questioned, all the other Yamaha team riders at that same table at least spoke to him, asked how old he was or what kind of bike he rides. Even AP, Sexton, and Roczen offered photo opportunities. I think they just know they're there as role models and acted as such. As we walked away from Hayden's table, I was stunned that the moment my son waited for was less than desirable. Yeah, we could have spoken up first. However, he was in the middle of a conversation when we approached. I've taught my kid to not interrupt, so maybe he was waiting for a moment for both of them to take a pause. Asterisk. These situations highlight an ongoing discussion about balancing a professional athlete's obligations with their responsibility as public figures. Should there be structured meet and greet sessions to ensure fans leave with positive experiences? Or is it simply part of the game that not every fan gets their ideal moment? What do you think? Should fan engagement be a bigger priority in Supercross? Or is it just an unavoidable reality of the sport's fast-paced nature?